So today we'll be doing a self-healing practice with the Tonglen breath and tapping. Tonglen is a practice of giving and receiving. It's one of Tibetan Buddhism's most precious gifts to the world. As we learn to breathe in suffering, dissolve that suffering, and then breathe out peace. And then the healing practice of tapping. There are 9 points we'll be tapping today. One's on the hand, number 2 on the inside of the eyebrows, side of the eyes, under the eye, under the nose, under the lip, below the collarbone, under the arms, and then ending at the top of our head. So coming to a nice, comfortable seated position, you can sit on a block, on a chair, or straight on the mat. Sitting up nice and tall, closing our eyes, you're imagining a string is pulling your head up, lengthening your spine, shoulders back and down. Now we'll start our practice with the Tonglen breath, slowly breathing in through the nose and then out through the nose. Now let's take a moment here and sit in calm silence. Now as you breathe in, imagine you're breathing in the pain and the suffering of others or yourself. Then as you exhale, exhaling out peace, love, and healing. So taking a breath in, breathing in the suffering. Then at the top of that inhale, imagine that suffering dissolves. And then exhale out peace and healing. Continue in this breath. Inhale and exhale. Maybe imagine as you breathe in the suffering, light dissolves the suffering around you. And then exhale out love and healing. And maybe on your next inhale, imagine you're breathing in the black ball of smoke for the suffering. And as you pause at the top of your inhale, imagine this suffering dissolves into a boundless blue sky. And then breathe out deeply, faith, goodness, and love. Let's take one last deep inhale and exhale. Then moving into our tapping. Let's start by tapping our hands. There's a point, we call it the karate chop point. Breathing in and out, nice slow breaths, 10 seconds on each hand. And switching hands when you're ready. Then with 2 fingers, lightly tapping on the inside of your eyebrows, you decide the pressure, still breathing in and out. Then moving to the outside of your eyes. Underneath the eyes. With one hand underneath the nose. Then underneath the bottom lip for a few breaths. Then with both hands by the collarbone, once again you decide the pressure, slowing the breath down. Now you can choose to do one side at a time on this one, otherwise both hands right beside the chest. Then we end the crown of our head. Once again, you decide the pressure, 10 seconds here. Then let's sit here for a minute in stillness, maybe focusing back on the Tonglen breath, inhale and exhale, breathing in any pain that you feel, and then exhale out peace. And maybe you choose to give yourself a hug, forcing that breath down to the lower stomach, expanding that stomach like a balloon as you inhale, and then exhale it out. Then let's move through our 9 tapping points one more time. When you're ready, breathing in and out, 10 seconds for each, one hand then the other. Two fingers inside of the eyebrows. Side of the eyes. Underneath the eyes. One hand underneath the nose. Underneath the bottom lip to the chin. Right underneath the collarbone. Then on the sides, one hand or both at the same time underneath the armpit next to the chest. And ending with the crown of our head. And let's end our practice in stillness for a few minutes, slowing the breath down. Maybe you move into the Tonglen breath. Maybe you simply just move into a nice, slow breath, clearing the mind. And being mindful of how your body feels after the tapping. Try bringing one hand to the heart, one hand to the stomach, and holding here for the last minute or two. To the mind that is still, the whole universe surrenders. Lao Tzu. When you're ready, hands in prayer position. Namaste.